Hi, thank you for allowing us to send you this video. My name is Alex and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how by improving your website you can get more exposure, more clients, and of course outrun your competition. I'm going to be talking really quick about content, relevant content, links, and how does that impact your website, how can that actually help you to grow. So first things first, have your website below here, and the first thing that I'm noticing is this is not secure, and this is just a certificate that you have to install within the hosting or the server that you are allocating your website. It's going to be a little bit annoying because it can scare away people from actually browsing your website and inputting any information. But that's a simple fix. Make sure you take care of that. Next, I have to point out that you need more relevant content. Now, when I say content, it's not just about the images and the graphics, the icons. It's about more of the words that you have here. So, if you have original content relevant, and if that would be including the keywords that you need to be found for, your website can actually start ranking in a better way, in a more relevant way when it comes to the services that you want to provide. It also depends on the areas that you want to cover as well. So make sure that you have to add definitely more content to the website. And same principle applies for the other subpage that you have. For example, if the home page, if your competitor will have, if your computer has, for example, 400 words of content, you should at least go for 3 times that. And like I said, same principle applies to the other pages. For example, services. Let's see, backyard fish pond installation. And you can see that right here you have content, you have videos, but again, are they relevant? Are they including the keywords that you need to be found for? Not so much, because if we look on the back end of your website, we can see that you're being found for over 2,000 organic keywords that are being picked from your website. You have around 700 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website, and this will give you power so your domain rating can increase. Now, not all backlinks are created equal. That means that if your links are not good quality, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you need to be found for, this will be totally irrelevant when it comes to your rating. Think about a popularity contest. If there's people talking about you in a positive way and mentioning what you actually doing, for example, I don't know, pond services or aquascape, things like that, you will become really popular on Google. Again, it all depends on the keywords that you're targeting for. So let's take a look and see what keywords are you actually targeting for. And I can see here that, for example, is this relevant for your business? You're ranking number 1 because there's you can see that there's 70 searches a month, and this is giving you 20 visits a month to your website. But this is being targeted to to your blog. So is that the purpose of your website? Those things you have to ask yourself and see how is that helping you, and what would you need to actually drive more leads to your website. For example, this is very broad of a keyword, aquascapes ponds, 200 searches a month, and you're ranking number 8, but you're only getting 7 visits to your website. I saw another one here. Let's see. All these seems to be a little bit of not relevant on the services that you provide. So my suggestion is to analyze and see which keywords are actually will be helping you to drive more customers into your website. For example, this one, Aquascape NJ, 50 searches a month, you're ranking number 8 actually, but this probably is not updated. And you're only getting 2 visits to your sub page over here. So again, something that you need to consider. And we can go over all this, but I don't want to take too much of your time. Let's take that keyword as an example. And if we go to Google, type that keyword Aquascape New Jersey, which I believe might have some beneficial impact in your website. The first thing you're going to see is these Google Ads. This is where you pay every time somebody clicks on it, depending on the campaign. But if it's not done properly, you can end up investing a lot of money without seeing the results that you need. Next, we have the map section. And this is very important because regardless of your location, you can target the whole state of New Jersey. You can target different areas, for example, different cities from Pennsylvania, different cities from New York, the metro area. And then after this, we have the organic results. This is where you should be showing. So we can see that for that keyword, you're actually ranking, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, 5, 6, actually on 7. And you can see that you're not in these top 3. And just for your reference, 67% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top 3 on the map section, the top 3 on the organic results. That means that they don't scroll down all over to the end of the page. So you might be missing a lot of opportunities here. Let's go back here and let's see what were you actually ranking for this. Where is it? Aquascape. Yeah, you're actually on 8th position, but that's not updated because you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 6th position. But again, if the links that you're having are not actually targeting this keyword, and if you don't have that same keyword on your homepage, at least on your homepage, it's gonna get really difficult for you to rank for that keyword. Let's take a look and see why these guys are ranking number 1 when we search Aquascape NJ. So you can see that they have the security certificate installed. They have all these pictures. They have a lot of sub pages, and the content seems to be just enough and just relevant enough for them to be ranking in that number 1. If we look in the back end of their website, they're being found for 308 keywords. They have almost 3,000 backlinks, but you can see for this amount of backlinks, it's not just helping them a lot. So that means that whatever they're getting from here is doing just enough for them to be ranking number 1. The other thing that I have to say is that it's not about the amount of the backlinks, like I was telling you. It's about more of the quality. So the better quality, the more chances of you showing up on the searches will be. Let's take a look and see the organic keywords they're being found for. And of course, Aquascape, they're ranking number 1, and because of these 50 searches a month, they're getting actually 11 visits straight to their website. So if you start ranking for any of the relevant keywords, for example, pond maintenance New Jersey, there's 30 searches a month, they're ranking number 2 and they're getting 4 visits. So keywords like that, keywords actually relevant, can definitely help you to get more leads and start competing with these guys because they're ranking number 1. You can see here Aquascape, same thing, 50 searches a month and they're ranking number 1. But getting 1, actually they're targeting that to the about page. So it depends on how you try to convert those visits into customers. So for example, here you have a contact us, but my suggestion would be to have a really quick submission form of it could be a free quote, things like that, or call us, something like that, something that catches the client's attention. It definitely, if a study shows that within the first 5-6 seconds of somebody visiting a website, they do not engage, that means that you're going to be most likely losing that lead. So Things like that, definitely keep in mind. And since I don't want to take too much of your time, just to recap, make sure that if you really want to use this as a tool for your business, you need to have relevant content. You need to optimize images. For example, let's take a look here. Those are Pinterest images, but let's see if you have something, some other images. For example, this one that's up right here doesn't really, let me see. No, it doesn't really show. Let me save the image, but anything that you upload here besides words will be icons, images, that kind of things. They have to be optimized. They have to have the names that include the keywords that you want to be found for. Let's see. We can see here. So you can see right here. This is the name of the image, but if this would have something like Aquascape New Jersey or pond services, things like that, it can definitely help your website to rank. Again, my name is Alex. If you find this information useful, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Our information will be attached to the email, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.